This is so hard to do. Okay. Hello. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I am coming on here because I wanted to share with you a little bit about my story and more about me. This is so hard. This is so hard to do. Okay. You introverts out there, you will probably understand what I'm going through right now. This is not comfortable to talk to the camera at nobody. I'm pretty okay at being quiet, so doing this is fun, lots of fun. Anyways, last time I went on and introduced myself, I actually forgot to say my name. So my name is Nani. Hi guys. I am a postpartum doula, lactation counselor, and a pediatric sleep coach. That is my job title, I guess you could say, that I do part-time right now. Right now it's full-time, but during the school year it is a part-time job because my full-time job is a mother of 4 and I homeschool all 4 of them. Yay. Just kidding. So a little bit about my story, my life story, I guess you could say. I was born in the Philippines and I moved around a lot, lived in Germany, Guam, and then eventually Hawaii. And I stayed there for about 10, 11 years. And when I was done with high school, I moved to California and lived there for about 11 years. And I worked as a first grade and kindergarten teacher for about 6 years, and then transitioned into a preschool teacher for about another 4 years. And then I ended up pregnant. I got married and then got pregnant and then decided to move to Minnesota later on. That was really hard. That was a really big transition for me. I did not have a lot of friends here. I knew nobody, and I think the best thing that ever happened was my doctor or midwife said to hire a doula, a birth doula, and I did. And that was the best decision that I ever made because my doula became kind of my support system during this really big transition in my life, becoming a mom. I didn't know what I was doing. I was excited, but I was scared, naive, I would say, the first time around. So I had her to support me during my birth of 2 of my babies. My first 2 babies, or my kids, are 12 and a half months apart. My baby was 3 years old, or 3.5 months old when I found out I was pregnant with my second boy, my second child. And so that was crazy times. Then I had him, and I had my doula there with me, supporting me during that. Sometime after I had him, I decided that I wanted to be a birth doula myself, and I went through training, and I decided to change my careers, I guess you could say. That's when it started. I was 8 months pregnant when I started as a postpartum doula. I went to clients' houses and I supported moms and babies and fathers when they came home from the hospital, and I'd be there and I'd help them establish a bedtime and breastfeeding and all that kinds of stuff. And so I did that, and it's almost been 10 years of doing that. And during that time, I got a certifications in a lactation counselor and a pediatric sleep coach, and it kind of all ties in together when I go to clients' houses to help them transition from the hospital to home. Sometimes they are first-time parents, and then there's seasoned parents, but they all need support, and that's what I'm there for. And I love my job. And so it's been a fun journey for me, and I love what I do. I get to support families and this really sweet time that they have. It's kind of, it's sweet, and it's also very vulnerable. I come, and sometimes mom and dad, they just, they got bags under their eyes, just got back from the hospital. And if you've had a baby or know anything about a hospital is not a spa. It's not a vacation. It's actually very stressful, and I come there and they're pretty tired and exhausted, and just maybe like the 8 hours that they get to sleep is crucial. They go in and they sleep, I come, they sleep in the morning. They're like, oh my gosh, you are amazing, you're an angel. I just smile. I'm like, oh, thank you, you're so sweet. But reality is that they just needed the rest that they needed to be a good mom or be a good dad. So there's also clients where I've helped where they're severely postpartum depression is hitting really hard, and they need the extra support. They forget to eat, they cry a lot, moms cry, and they're just not, they're not able to take care of themselves. So I will come there and I'll establish a meal system for them, make them lunch, make them dinner, you know, so that they're set to be a great mom, you know, to their kids. And seeing that transition from being very tired and exhausted and just sad, and to being you know, happy and just excited about being a mom is just an overwhelming feeling of gratitude. And just, I love what I do, you know. What I do a lot of times is I come into the house and I can see by the way the house looks, I can tell like what state of mind that the mom is in, you know, like everything's in disarray and dishes aren't done and there's things on the floor and baby's crying, and it's like, nope, I know exactly what to do, you know, like even if it's just taking the shoes that are scattered all over the floor and putting them in line, you know, like in order, that just helps mom to feel happy, you know, dishes are done, you know, everything's in order when they wake up in the morning. They don't have to worry about that. All they have to do is wake up, be with their baby, and just be a good mom, you know, and just be there. You don't have to worry about any chores and all that kind of stuff, which is, it's always going to be there, you know, like you're always going to have something to do. But if that's one less thing that you have to do because I'm there, it's just a very satisfying job. And then I come home, and then I usually will set my kids up during the year, set my kids up to whatever they need as far as like their homeschool, and then I will go take a nap if that night was really bad and I didn't get to sleep. I do get to sleep during my shift. If baby's sleeping, I sleep or I rest. I usually go to sleep. I usually do all my chores till 12 a.m. and then at 12 a.m. I stop, and whatever's done is done, and whatever's not is not. You know, because it's like my main job is to take care of baby and myself. So if the baby's asleep, I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'll wake up whenever the baby needs to be fed. So, and anyways, yeah, that is in a nutshell what I do and how I got here as a postpartum doula. When I started, I was in the middle of having babies, and now I'm done having babies and kind of starting in this new phase in life called perimenopause, which has been a doozy for sure. I am learning how my body works and what my body doesn't like, what it does like. So that in itself is another story, and I will share I will share that part with you later. So anyways, if you have any questions about postpartum issues or breastfeeding or sleep problems or anything, you know, that you're struggling with or going through, or just wondering about pregnancy, delivery, things that happen after pregnancy, I know a lot. So if you have any questions, let's put them in the comments below, and I will try to answer them all.